Hello dear students, a very warm good morning to all of you and welcome back in our science session. So my dear students, today in the science session we are going to move for the next one lesson and the last lesson from our summative syllabus. That is, today we are going to discuss about lesson number 7, green plants. Okay. So in this lesson we are going to see deeply about how the plants are making their food, how they utilize that food, which are the processes are going on to form that food. Okay, so let's start our lesson. So my dear students, as we know that if you are seeing in your surrounding, now it is a rainy season, so everywhere we can see the greenery, very nice pleasant greenery we can see around us, or in our surrounding there is everywhere greenery. But do you know that why the plants are having, or why the leaves of the plants are having only green color? Did you think that? Yes, because the plant's leaves are having the one type of the colorful pigment in them. Okay, the green color pigment is present in the plant. Which color pigment? Green color pigment is present in the plant, and the name of that pigment is what? Chlorophyll. The name of that pigment, colorful liquid we can say. Pigment means what? Colorful liquid. So in the plants, in the leaves, there is a green color pigment, colorful substance is present, and the name of that pigment is what? Chlorophyll. And that is the reason we can see the leaves of the plants green in color. So in the plants, as we know that we are the living things, animals are also living things, and along with both of us, the plants are living things too. So if there are the living things, they requires the food. Okay, so the plants also requires the food, and they can mix their own food. Okay, for their food they are not depends on anyone. The plants can mix their own food with the help of this chlorophyll. With the help of this chlorophyll. Okay, so the chlorophyll is present in the leaves only. Okay, the chlorophyll is present in the leaves only, and that is the reason the food can get prepared in the leaves only. Okay, so in the upcoming session we are going to discuss about how the leaves are making the food, but before that we will discuss about the parts of leaf. Okay, we are going to discuss about what? Parts of a leaf. So there are the four main parts of a leaf, that are stalk, or also it is called as petiole, then main vein or midrib, then there is what? Leaf blade or lamina, then there is what? Side vein. So these are the four parts of a leaf. Okay, so let's discuss one by one each and every parts deeply. So first we are going to talk about the stalk or the petiole. So the stalk or the petiole helps the leaves to attach to the stem. Okay, so my dear students, see here I am having one leaf. So can you see this structure? This structure is nothing but what? Stalk or petiole. So with the help of this stalk or petiole, the leaf is attached to the stem like this. Okay, so in this way what we can say, this stalk or the petiole helps the leaf to attach to the stem, Now the next one is there, that is what? Main vein or midrib. Main vein or midrib. So this main vein or the midrib can run through the middle of the leaf. Okay, so from the middle of the leaf there is one vein run, and that vein is called as what? Main vein or midrib, because it runs through the middle of the leaf. That's why it is called as what? Midrib. So see in this leaf also you can see here in the middle it can runs very one vein is there, or we can say from the back side, from the middle of the leaf one leaf vein is running, and it is called as what? Main vein or middle vein. Okay, next one we are going to discuss about leaf blade, or also it is called as what? Lamina. Okay, leaf blade or lamina. So this whole flat portion of the leaf, it is called as what? Leaf blade or lamina. Okay, so this whole flattened green color portion of the leaf is called as what? Leaf blade or lamina. So here you can see that this whole portion of the leaf, it is called as what? Leaf blade or lamina. So this leaf blade or the lamina helps to absorb the sunlight, helps to catch the sunlight inside the leaf. Okay, now the fourth one part of the leaf we are going to discuss, that is what? Side vein. Okay, the side vein. See my dear students, here you can see what the network or the net-like structure. So many small veins you can see from the midrib. So from the main vein or from the midrib, so many small side veins arise. So many small side veins arise from the main vein or from the midrib. Number of the side veins arises. And what is the function? What is the work of that side veins? So the side veins help to transport, to run the water and minerals, and also transport to prepare food. So the side veins helps to transport water, helps to transport minerals, and also helps to transport the prepared food in the leaves. Okay. So from the main vein or from the midrib, so many or the number of the side veins arises, which helps to transport the water, minerals, and the prepared food from the leaves. Okay, so here it might be, if possible, then see here you can see the so many small veins. Otherwise, you take one leaf from your surrounding and observe it. You can see very easily the small veins, or which we are calling as what? Side veins. Okay. So this is all about what the parts of a leaf, that are stalk, main vein, midrib. Main vein is also called as midrib, leaf blade or lamina, and then also it is called as what? Side vein. And the stalk is also called as what? Petiole. Okay. And this diagram you have to draw in your science notebook. Now my dear students, we are going to discuss next one point, that is we are going to discuss about stomata. Now what is meant by the stomata? So on the lower portion, see this is the front part of the leaf. On the lower side of the plant, okay, or the lower side of the leaf, there are the tiny holes are present that we cannot see with our naked eyes. Okay, to observe the tiny holes, we have to use the microscope. So on the lower portion of the leaves, there are the small holes, very tiny, very minute. Spores are there, holes are there, which helps to take the inside carbon dioxide and throw out the oxygen. Okay, which helps to take inside carbon dioxide and throw out the oxygen. And the tiny holes, the tiny pores are called as what? Stomata. Singular called as what? Stoma. So in this way, the stomata helps to take inside carbon dioxide and throw outside oxygen and water in the form of water vapor. Okay. So this is all about what? Stomata. Now my dear students, we are going to discuss that why the only leaves are making the food, why only the leaves are making the food, or why only the leaf of the plant is making the food. So let's discuss about the functions of leaves. Okay. So the main function of the leaf, it is what? What is its color? That is what? Green. Why? Because of the chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is very important for the photosynthesis process. Okay. And that is the reason the chlorophyll is present only in the leaves of the plant, and that is the reason the leaves can only make the food for the plant, and that is the reason the leaves are called as kitchen of the plant or the food factory of the plant. Okay, kitchen of the plants or the food factory of the plant. Also leaves helps to do the breathing, like that we are doing the breathing. In the same manner, plants are also doing the breathing. They are taking inside oxygen and throwing out carbon dioxide. So they can do the breathing with the help of the stomata, which are present on the lower side of the leaf. Okay. Next one is there, and very important, and we can say that what? The leaves can give the proper shape and color to the plant. Okay. So all these are the different functions of the leaves. Okay, so now dear students, now we are going to move for the next one point from the same lesson. We are going to discuss about photosynthesis. Okay, so let's discuss what is meant by photosynthesis, what is its definition. So let's see the process by which green leaves make food with the help of carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Okay, what? So the process by which, what happens? The process by which green leaves, okay, see here, what we can see, the process in which what happens, the green leaves makes the food. But to make the food, what the green leaves require? With the help of carbon dioxide and water. To make the food, the green leaves require the carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Also they require the sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Okay, that process is called as what? Photosynthesis. Okay, so in this way the food get prepared in the plants with the help of the carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. These four raw materials are required to make the food in the plants. Okay, so see here this photosynthesis words tell us what? What is the meaning of the photosynthesis? So we will cut the words into two parts. Photosynthesis. Okay, what? Photosynthesis. What is meant by photo? Photo means what? Light. And synthesis means what? Putting together. Okay, so in the presence of the light, this carbon dioxide, water can comes together. Okay, and then that process is called as what? Photosynthesis process. Okay, so this is about what? Photosynthesis process. Again I will repeat. The process by which green leaves makes food with the help of carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means what? Putting together. Okay, so let's see how the plants makes their own food, or we can say that how leaves make food. Okay, so just now we have seen the plants requires carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. So how they are taking all these things, how they are using that things, let's see. So for photosynthesis, plants requires the carbon dioxide, okay, and sunlight. So the sunlight they can receive from the sun. The sunlight can receive from the sun. Next one is there the carbon dioxide, okay, from the atmosphere. In the air there are so many different gases are there. So from the air with the help of the stomata, the carbon dioxide gas can goes inside the leaves. Okay, the carbon dioxide gas can goes inside the leaves. This is about carbon dioxide. What about the water? So from the roots, water and minerals can get absorbed from the soil. Okay, roots helps to absorb water and minerals from the soil. Okay, once they absorb the water and minerals, they transport that water to the leaf with the help of the stem. See, this is what? Stem. So with the help of the stem, whatever the absorbed water is there, it can get transported to the leaves. Okay, so water and minerals done, carbon dioxide done. Also, as we know, in the leaf there is what? Chlorophyll. That is the reason the leaf color is what? Green in color. Okay, because it contains the green color pigment. That is nothing but what? Chlorophyll. So this chlorophyll helps to absorb the sunlight, helps to capture, takes the maximum sunlight. Okay, so in this way carbon dioxide can get inside with the help of the stomata. Water and minerals can get absorbed with the help of the roots. Chlorophyll which is present in the leaves helps to take the sunlight. Okay, so in the presence of the sunlight, this water and carbon dioxide, okay, in the presence of sunlight, the water and the carbon dioxide comes together and then they form the food of the plant. So by using the sunlight, so the plants use the sunlight to combine, to mix together carbon dioxide and water, and in this way they make their own food. Okay, so the whatever the food is prepared by the plant, it is nothing but what? Simple sugar, that is what? Glucose. Whatever the food is made by the plant, it is in the form of what? Glucose. It is a one type of the simple sugar. Okay, so in this way the plants are making their own food. Next one, whatever the food get prepared by the leaf, now this time to transport it also, need to transport to the different parts of the plant. So once the food is get ready in the leaf, then what happen? With the help of the side rays and with the help of the stem, that prepared food can get transported to the different parts of the leaf or different parts of the plant. It can come up till roots. Okay, it can come up till roots and it can go up till tip of the plant. So in each and every parts of the plant, the food can get transported with the help of the stem and with the help of this side vein. Okay, so in this way the leaves are making the food food in the plants. Again I will repeat, I will just revise it. Water and minerals get absorbed with the help of the soil, with the help of the roots. Next one, carbon dioxide goes inside with the help of the stomata. Sunlight get absorbed with the help of the chlorophyll. Then this carbon dioxide and water get combines together in the presence of sunlight, and the plants can or the leaves can make their own food. Whatever the food is get prepared by the leaves, it is the simple sugar which is called as what? Glucose. And once the food is ready, then it can get transferred to the different parts of the plants with the help of the stem and with the help of the side vein. Okay. So now next we are going to see that how the plants use the prepared food. How plants use their food. Next question is that why we are having the food. For this question we have find out the answer in our lesson number 1. Why we are having the food? To get the enough energy. In the same manner, the plants also requires the energy, and to fulfill that energy need, they are making their own food. So it burns into the energy. They are making the food to burn that food, and from that they are making or they can get the energy. So see, like in our body we are using the protein nutrients for the repairing of our body and for the growth of our body, like that. In the plants also the food can use to repair their body, to repair their damaged body parts, and also helps to grow them properly. See that plants are making the food in a more quantity, in a extra quantity, okay, but that much food does not get required or does not get utilized by the plant. So whatever the extra food is there, that extra food is get collected into the different parts of a plant, okay. For example, we can say the different parts of a plant like root, then stem, then leaves, then fruit, and then flower. So in these different parts of the plant, the extra food can get collected, okay, and that parts of a plants we can have or we can eat as a food, okay, we can eat as a food. Okay, so this is all about the photosynthesis, how the plants makes their own food and why they requires the food. Okay, so my dear students, this diagram also you have to draw in your science notebook. Here we will stop. We will meet in the next video with the next point, and for today, thank you.